At a Bowling for Soup show, you never know what's going to happen. And we're recording. What's up, guys? I'm Karlee Rose, and today we are rolling with...
Hey, I'm Jaret from your favorite band, Bowling for Soup.
That is fair. It's a lot of people's favorite band. You are heading straight into a tour currently. Is there anything that the fans can expect from you that's going to be new or different that you wouldn't think that they would expect?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I think, the good thing about our shows is that nothing's ever the same. I mean, quite frankly, we don't even often use a set list, but certainly there's a lot of interaction with our band and the crowd, and none of that is rehearsed. And so every night is different. And so, yeah, you kind of never know what's going to happen, if I'm being totally honest.
At a Bowling for Soup show, you never know what's going to happen. That's fair. That's fun.
Right.
It's different every time. Since you played Warped Tour many, many times and you're back, what is something that feels different now than the first time you played?
The camp aspect of it, if you ask any band that has done it as many times as we have, and they're going to tell you that it's not the shows, it's the hangs. And so it's nice to see everybody, but you kind of just get a bunch of hugs, and you don't really get that time of like, hey, we're spending an entire summer together, And so, a lot of my lifelong friends were made on those really hard summers out on the road. And so that's the thing that I miss the most about it.
What is the most unhinged thing that you've been handed at a festival?
People have asked me to sign their babies. I don't sign babies, but I will sign something for the baby. But yeah, that's always super weird when somebody just like, will you please sign my baby? And I'm like, only if your baby can ask me, and I usually can't. Then I'm like, and say encyclopedia too, you little shit bag.
I know you said that every show is completely different and you guys don't really do rehearsal or anything, but do you guys have a pre-show ritual or something you do before you go on stage?
Don't really. I mean, we pass around a bottle of Bullet, but we've been together 32 years, and early on we tried to do the thing where we circle up and put our hands in the circle, and the show went awful. And so we have never revisited that. So no chants or, specific songs or anything like that. It's just, let's get up there and do what we do.
If you had to choose a completely different genre for Bowling for Soup, what genre do you think you guys would play?
Probably country. I have a country record out, and I always wanted to do a Bowling for Soup Goes Country album, but I ended up just doing it on my own during the pandemic. But, the kinds of music, punk rock and country, are very similar in the way that the songs are written and the structures and all of that. And so even chord choices. So it would be, and we're from Texas, so it'd be a natural thing.
Do you have any advice for anyone, musically or otherwise, that stuck with you that you would want to share?
The whole golden rule thing. I mean, just treat everybody like you want to be treated, and I mean, and just know that everybody has a bad day. Everybody out here is great. I've never met a band that I didn't like as humans. I mean, you got to give everybody a benefit of the doubt sometimes, but that's kind of, I would just say, go with the flow.
Yeah. I feel like everyone has their days, but be nice and it'll come back to you. Yeah. Accessibility is something that's extremely important to me. As an able-bodied person, I like to ask this question. How do you think that we could make venues, festivals, or the music world more accessible? And if you're unsure, or if you want to ask me anything, feel free.
Yeah, no, in fact, it's crazy because when we travel to other countries, we see often how little they do for accessibility. And sometimes it's because the buildings are old and, those things like that. There's kind of excuses, but when you travel to other places, you see how much does go into it already to make things accessible. New buildings and things like that are all, they have to abide by these guidelines. And I think that's super important. I think, everybody should be able to enjoy the same benefits and things and events and things in life. And so, I would just say, everybody who's out there fighting the cause, just keep it up. Cause I think the country's doing pretty good. Again, I'm able-bodied but I have bad knees. And so, sometimes 5 flights of stairs are not great for me. And so, it's kind of nice to be able to have an option. So yeah, I think we're doing all right.
It's a great answer. We're definitely making steps in the right direction, and more elevators, because it makes things easier.
Absolutely.
Even loading in and out.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
Wait, I have one.
Oh.
Theme songs in her right now.